Hello, I'm Tim Krul. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. Hello Norwich fans, and I'm sure hello Aston Villa and Arsenal fans. This is my first video back since Norwich City won the Championship title, and God, Norwich fans, what a season that was. Incredible season, and Norwich City are back in the Premier League. And I've taken a break off the channel. I said this is my first video since that season's ended, and it's a video I've never wanted to make, but a video I've probably been expecting to make for a couple of years now. Emi Buendia is going to be leaving Norwich and joining Aston Villa in a deal worth £35 million. And as you can see from my reaction, I'm just absolutely gutted and devastated. Aston Villa fans, you've got yourself one hell of a player. Emi Buendia is the best player I've ever seen at Norwich. And look, deals could collapse. We've seen lots of manager deals collapse, but this is pretty much looking like a done deal. So this is my kind of instant reaction towards the news. And of course, when Emi Buendia is officially announced, when he leaves Norwich, that'll be for a separate video. But honestly, my initial reaction is absolute devastation. I was just enjoying a nice Indian, and then it kind of pops up as a notification on my phone, and it's absolutely gutting. And you know, there'll be videos about Emi Buendia, and there'll be lots to talk about. So this is kind of an initial reaction. Yeah, for me, obviously we signed Emi Buendia in, God, now, what was it, 2018? He was pivotal as part of that 18-19 season, particularly towards the end, and helped us get promoted to the Premier League. And then in the Premier League, 1 goal, 7 assists. But if you look at some of his underlying statistics, the chances created, and he's one of those players you just need to watch in the flesh, because he is the best player I've ever seen play for Norwich. Without a doubt. We've had some good players over the years, Madison and you know, lots of others, but without a doubt, Emi Buendia is technically the best player I've ever seen play for Norwich, and you know, a lot of people agree with that. And then in the Championship season, that 19-20 season, oh my word, we've had some brilliant Championship players. Ivan Toney gone and broke all the goal scoring records, but it was all about the main man, Emi Buendia, who won the Player of the Season. Absolutely electric. And look, we've seen Jack Grealish in the Championship, and he's nowhere near performed in any season to the level Emi Buendia did in the Championship. 15 goals, 17 assists, practically double the amount of chances created. It was an absolute joy to watch Emi Buendia in the Championship, and I was saying it in every video, wasn't I? How on earth he's playing in the Championship and not in Europe was something which really baffled me. And to be honest, the two clubs who are interested, Aston Villa and Arsenal, I'm surprised a team from Europe has not come in. And look, okay, Atletico Madrid were interested, but they just didn't put their money where their mouth is. And Aston Villa and Arsenal have been the two teams who have been linked with him, and it's been really annoying because kind of over the whole summer, or over the whole kind of month, it's always been lots of news here and there. And I've not really liked that. So I'm kind of pleased it's just over now, because I don't want my own summer, the whole summer, for my mind to be thinking about it. Yeah, he should be playing in Europe for me. But Aston Villa, one hell of a signing. And to be honest, am I happy he's gone to Aston Villa over Arsenal? If the reports are to be believed, yes. You've seen Arsenal in all the years kind of mistreat lots of players, and I think Aston Villa fans will treat Emi Buendia with respect. And does it mean Jack Grealish is going to be leaving Villa and Emi Buendia is the direct replacement? I don't know, but if he is a direct replacement, you've got one hell of a player. Emi Buendia, as I said, magnificent, got called up for the Argentinian squad, and over the last couple of seasons, he's just been electric. I mean, us Norwich fans, we've seen so many good memories with him, haven't we? And yeah, he's been an absolute joy to watch. And yeah, Aston Villa have got one hell of a player. In terms of from a Norwich perspective, it's been a fascinating one. Of course, getting promoted to the Premier League, and we've seen lots of teams in the past sell their best players and go down. But if you look at some of the best teams, Crystal Palace and Wilfried Zaha, Palace managed to keep Zaha. And Aston Villa's the main example. Aston Villa managed to keep Jack Grealish. And because of Jack Grealish, Aston Villa stayed up. I think they only stayed up by 1 point in the end, but Jack Grealish was pivotal to Aston Villa being in the Premier League at the moment. So it shows it's so important to keep your main players. Although, you know, it depends what statistics you want to lose. You can use Jack Grealish, you know, staying at Villa, and Villa doing everything to keep Grealish. And Villa staying up. But you can look at different examples. I'm sure there's been many examples where players have tried to keep their best players, and it hasn't worked out for them, and then they've kind of rotted in the Championship. And wages have been a real problem. We've seen so many teams come down. So yeah, it's a really interesting one from a club perspective. I get the whole idea of the ethos, and it's the whole point of Norwich City Football Club and lots of clubs, Southampton being the other one, you develop players and then you let them go on. That's kind of the model. But when you lose a player like Emi, and I get the model and I get the ethos, and it can be really damaging to the whole squad when you say to a player who wants to go and better themselves in Europe, for instance, it's bad when you say no, you can't leave, because it demoralises the whole squad and demoralises him. But when it's someone like Emi Buendia, I can get it with Max Aarons, I can get it with Todd, but with Emi Buendia, for me, he's close to irreplaceable. And I get the whole ethos around, focus on the fruit, focus on the root, not the fruit, or focus on the root, not the fruit. I'm absolutely gutted, as you can see in my voice. But for me, Emi Buendia is just irreplaceable. A magnificent player. And of course, look, we let Maddison go, and Emi Buendia was the direct replacement. But for me, he's such a good player, and it's going to be really hard. But am I happy if Emi Buendia was to go, it's going to be at the start of the June as opposed to the end of August? Yes, absolutely, because 10 weeks of lots of transfer rumours would be detrimental, not just to Emi Buendia, but the whole squad and the whole fan base. So it's good that in a weird kind of way, that if Emi Buendia was to ever get sold, which obviously it looks likely it is at the start of the window, and yeah, hopefully we reinvest that money. The deal looks to be around 35 million with add-ons and 40 million. Nothing's confirmed yet. Emi Buendia could fail the medical, or something could break down at the last minute, but it does look very likely now that Emi Buendia will be heading to Aston Villa Football Club. And yeah, as Norwich City fans, it's been a real blessing to watch him. It's kind of baffling in a weird kind of way how he managed to stay in the Championship. I think it was just because of COVID. And some real good clubs could have snapped Emi Buendia for around 15-20 million. They didn't. And then Emi Buendia flourished and was probably one of the best ever Championship players. That season from him was just absolutely remarkable, and is a pivotal reason for Norwich City getting promoted. He's going to go on to Aston Villa. I wish him well. I think the whole Norwich City Football Club wish him well. No disrespect to Villa, no disrespect to Arsenal, but for me, I think Emi Buendia should be playing in Europe. But hopefully he can do good things at Villa and become a superstar. And I wouldn't be surprised in a couple of seasons' time if Emi Buendia even goes on and leaves Villa, and goes on to a top club. But yeah, this has been my initial reaction. Overall, I'm absolutely gutted. If Emi Buendia was to be sold, which it looks likely, I'm glad he's being sold at the start of the window, towards the end of the window. But yeah, well, what does it mean for Norwich? Are Norwich City showing a lack of ambition by selling their best player? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Is this good for the whole squad? Selling a player early on and not allowing him to be frustrated, and as a result frustrating the whole group? I don't know. My initial reaction is I'm absolutely gutted Emi Buendia is leaving Norwich, the best player to ever play for Norwich, and yeah, it should be announced very soon. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below on those key issues. Any Villa fans, I'd love to hear your thoughts too, and yeah, just enjoy him because he's an absolute treat of a player, and Norwich fans are absolutely gutted he's leaving. Thank you for watching this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are Norwich City showing a lack of ambition by letting Emi Buendia go? Let's have a chat about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.